Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. As promised, I'm going to show you another technique or method that you can use to make a portrait in AI, the easier version. So first you click on new file and then go to print, view all presets, and this time you're going to click on the A3 and make sure that it's in the portrait option, not landscape, portrait, and click create, and you get something like this. So just in case your interface is different from mine, it's gonna be different because we're not using the same Adobe Illustrator format. So the best thing that we can do to be close to each other is first you click on window, workspace, and select on Essentials Classic, and it should have all the same format as mine. The next thing I want you to do is to get a picture of yourself and drag it, or you can open it anyhow you like and stretch the picture. Make sure to press shift if you would not want your picture to be distorted. Okay, when you drag your picture, okay, I'm gonna make it like that. Okay, so once you have your picture ready, go to layer and then you go to make create new layer, and the first layer, label it to image and click enter. So this one, get this tool and highlight it, go to the stroke option, transparent, make it 60%, 60, close enough, 60, okay, and then you go back to layer, and this time I want you to lock it so that you can't edit it anymore, and then click on layer 2 ni, okay, double click and label it as outlines. Okay, click enter. So now you're on the outlines layer, close it. What I want you to do is to select the paintbrush tool. Okay, once you click the paintbrush tool, you can go to the option at the top here. Okay, hold on. This one is all white. I want it like that. Click on this button so that you have the outline and the color parts. And so what I want you to do is you can choose any of these lines as you prefer. I'm gonna select the width profile 5, that one, and this one I'm gonna go to 3PT oval. Okay, you can play around with this, and then you just draw whatever you see, you draw. It's okay if your line goes far like that. You can adjust it now, or you can delete it later. Okay, you see I purposely left this line like that. We can delete it later, don't worry. So sorry. Okay, so you just have to trace your drawing. So instead of using the pen tool like before, this time you're using brush. This brush tool is easier. I think it's easier because you can, your drawing can be made faster. Okay, just make sure that your lines are connected so that once you add in the colors, it will not run out. Okay, try to get as close as possible, trying to go fast, so it's okay. Right, so I got the eyes done. Next, the nose. Okay. line over here, and the mouth. This face is pretty much drawing yourself. Hold on, I need to make it more precise. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so I want my teeth like that, and the bottom one like that. Okay, it's okay if the lines go exceed your actual picture, as I mentioned before, because we can alter it later. Okay, and I'm gonna do the eyebrow. I'm feeling lazy. I'm just gonna do one stroke of eyebrow. If you're feeling ambitious, you can do like one by one eyebrow. It's totally up to you. Okay, I got that part done. Okay, so for the paintbrush tool, you need to click and drag your mouse to wherever the destination is going. Okay, I'm going fast here. Oops. In case you make a mistake, press Ctrl Z and it should alter your okay. Oh god. Okay. I do the scarf. Okay, that part's done. I'm going really fast here, so meaning that I'm not really following the precise line. Okay, 1, 2, the shoulder here. Okay, what I like to do in my painting, I like to make like a water droplets. You can follow this, or if you want to do something else, it's totally up to you. Okay, make sure that it's connected. Okay, that part's done. And then another thing that I like to do is to exaggerate on the paint, the drawing. For example, I like to add extra eyelashes. Okay, something like that. This is purely on your imagination. Okay, so a little bit at the bottom, like that. Okay, over here. Okay, and then I want to add a bit of the patterns of my scarf, so it looks something similar once it's finished. Okay, so I'm gonna do it fast. Okay, this part is a little bit darker, so we're gonna copy a bit. Darker here. It doesn't need to be precise, but if you can get it as close as possible, it would help to look more natural. Okay, over here, because you can't really see, I'm just gonna imagine like the pattern's gonna be there and so on. Okay, it's gonna be a bit over here or a bit over here. Okay, it's gonna be darker blue over here and so on. Okay, I'm gonna go fast. Okay, so once you finish, the next step is, hold on, I need to connect all the lines. The next step is to get this selection tool, Control negative to make it a little bit smaller, And then I want you to highlight everything. Highlight all of your outlines and go to object, click group. And I want to copy that, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and you get a copy. Put it by the side. Okay, so now you have two outlines. This is as a backup. In case anything happen, you have this backup to, like restore your image. Okay, now back to the original outline. Click the selection tool again. Make sure that it's highlighted. Go to object, expand appearance. Okay, once you expand, go to object, go to live paint, click make. Okay, now I want you to click object again, live paint and expand. Okay, ini sebab kita nak delete bahagian yang kita tak nak tu. So once you expand, over here click ungroup. Or you can go to object ungroup if you don't have the button on the right here. So anyone click ungroup and then go to direct selection tool. Okay, click anywhere other than the outline. And for example, you want to delete the extra lines that you didn't want. You see, you can just go to that left click and just delete. Press the delete button. You can automatically delete the lines that you don't want. Basically, it slices all the lines that you do not need. So this is where you need to be more detailed to delete the part that you don't want. And okay, so that's okay. Okay, let me make it a bit smaller so I can see. Okay, so this part is a bit off, but I'm gonna delete that part. Okay, there's a lot of error here, so I'm gonna make it smoother. Okay, delete the part that you don't need. Okay. Okay. This one. So I think you're getting the point by now. Okay, let me see. So the face should be okay. Okay, lepas dan. Okay, so once you finish, what I want you to do next is, if you look carefully at your outline, there's gonna be places that it is not attached. For example, this one is not attached. So click on there and just drag it so that the lines attach to one another. Something like this. Okay. This one. If it's not attached, then the color will run out. So we need to really make sure that all of it is closed, so the color would not go to the other side. Okay, should be done. I'm going to delete this part of it. Okay, so it should be done. Okay, all right. Okay, so the next step is, I don't like this part. Okay. So the next part is, we are going to insert colors inside our outlines. Okay, go back to the selection tool. I want you to select everything again, and then go to object, go to live paint and click make. Now you can add colors inside. To add colors, is to use this live bucket tool. Is along with the shape builder tool and live paint selection. So click on live paint bucket, and it should automatically let you put colors inside. So as for now, the colors is black here. So to change that, go to the swatches here. If you don't have these swatches, you can double click on this box and choose the color that you would like. For example, this color, and put it in, and so on. Okay, just click to add the colors on your image. It's pretty straightforward. And then the glasses, I want it to be black, so I'm going to open the swatches. Make sure you click on the live paint bucket to add the color. Okay, this part is a bit darker. The eyes, the glasses black. Okay, and then this part, it's already colored. Okay, the teeth is white. Over here should be white. Okay, I've missed some parts. Okay, and then another thing that you're able to do is, for example, you want the color that was previously on the actual on the actual image. You can use this eyedropper. So if you click on the eyedropper, you click on the color that you want. So this one is blue. You click back to the live paint bucket and you can color your image as so. Okay, spacebar if you want to move your images. Okay, and then I want the purple, so eyedropper. Okay, I'm going to color that. Okay, that should be done, and the rest I want the scarf to be white. Okay, so you need to color everything like you want it. Okay, first done. Alright, so I haven't done the mouth yet. Okay, so just to know if you've colored or you missed any parts, you can go to layers, and if you click on the eye icon here, it will close the background of the image, so you can see what part you've colored and what part you've missed out. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that be first. Okay, so the basic color is done. Now we want to add in the details. So to add the details, this is my suggestion. So on the layer panel, create another layer. I'm gonna label it as shadow. To add in the details, make sure you click on the shadow layer. Okay, this is what I like to do. Go back to the paintbrush, and you need to use your imagination. So I want the shadow to be like this. This part here, cover a bit of the nose, and over here a bit, and okay, something like that. Okay, and make sure that it's connected. I don't want it to be the outline, so selection to click on the lines that you've made. I want it to be the colors inside. Okay, go to the stroke panel, transparent. Make sure this is multiply and change it to whatever that you think fits. This one. Okay, after I find the right color, I want to change it a bit. Just click on this direct selection tool and you can like pull if you make a mistake before. To be honest, I don't like perfections. I like it to be a bit messy, something like that. Okay, so in a way you have some sort of shade. You can do as many layers of shade as you like. This is totally up to you. So I've done the shade for the face. Now I'm gonna do the shade for the scarf. Okay, I'm gonna make it here. Of course, it's gonna be darker here. Okay, once it's done again, the selection tool, like that. Instead of brown, I want it to be purple. Go to the transparent, make sure it's multiply, and so on. That's actually too light. Okay, something like that. Now you have some sort of 3D effect. This is something that you should play around and hopefully it will turn out to look good. Okay, the next thing that I like to do is to add even more details. Create new layer. I'm gonna label it as highlights. Okay, enter. Make sure you click on the highlight layer and go back to your paintbrush and click here. I want the outline to be white. I don't want the color inside, so I'm going to close that. This one is to add details. Okay, something like that, I don't know. And if you want your mouth to look like something like that, so you have an image that is a bit more detailed, and you can go about as many layers as you like. For example, I'm gonna add a bit more shadow over here. Where's the brush? The brush, usually at the glasses you have this light outline like that, something like that, and I want that. Go to transparent, multiply. You can multiply you. Yes, you can like adjust it as you like. There's no right or wrongs to whatever you're doing. It's just that, you know, you can play around. Okay, so just say you're done with your face. Okay, I'm gonna go back to layer here. Okay, I'm gonna unlock the outlines, the images gonna leave there. Create another layer. I'm gonna put it at the farthest bottom. I'm gonna label it as background. Okay, enter. And for some reason, all of my artworks, the portrait, I like it to be on a brown canvas. So I'm gonna select rectangle, put it like that, and the colors, double click, I want it brown, dark brown. Okay. So once you have that, go back to layer, unlock the image. Okay, so you gotta, okay, one mistake that I see here is, hold on, I'm gonna lock again the image. Everything else, I want it to go upwards. sikit. Okay. The mistake that I see here, kalau you tengok bahagian ni saya tak colour, bahagian ni saya tak colour. So, go back to your outlines, click on the layer outlines. I'm going to select a colour that I want, light pink. Just colour the part yang you tertinggal tu. Okay, so it's done. And then another extra thing that I like to add is what layer we on? Outlines, okay. Hold on. Brush stroke. Like a dropping of stuff like that. To be white. Okay, so here you have the final work. So now we are going to save the work. Go to File, Save As, rename as whatever you like, Self Me, for example, and then the format here. If you still want to edit your work, click Adobe Illustrator AI. But if you want to save it as PDF, something that you cannot change, but the image is intact. So Adobe PDF, click that and save. Okay, so you will get this save icon. So this is the image that I want you to place in your Google site, your website. With the label, brush self-portrait using brush technique. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the Illustrator. Thank you.